Hi there, Adrian Groenewald here. Welcome to In the Chair. Let me tell you something. I do not record and re-record and edit and work at these video clips. I'm trying to do that hardly ever because I just wanted to come from in there. I hope you don't judge me too harshly if I make some mistakes. English is not my first language, although I'm not too bad at it. I sit in this chair of mine because I respect your chair. I hope you respect your chair. I realize and have realized personally, from personal experience and from interviewing leaders from the highest levels, even to lowest levels, actually, that a chair is a temporary thing. And you need to, in a way, separate yourself from the chair, who you are. Hopefully you're able to match the status of that chair, and I don't mean it in a bad way, the importance of that chair, the integrity of that chair with the integrity of yourself. It's sad to see presidents of nations raise their right hands and commit to honor their chair, and they don't. Corruption results. That power consumes them. They lose their sense of humor. They change as human beings. And that's what the pressure of that chair can do to you if you're not clear about your models, your philosophies, yourself. You're not anchored in your best self, in who you really are. Now, I want to help you in your chair. For 20, 30 years, I've been busy interviewing leaders, working with leaders, and it doesn't make me this guru, but I'm just sharing what I've learned. It's been incredible. I want to finish that formula. Hope you have a few minutes. And this will close the loop on that formula that I've been sharing with you. And then we'll go from there on other in the chair moments. So let me go here to, there we go. You remember last week we closed the loop on this part of the formula. And the result, meaning an organization where there's real-time organizational improvement to the power of consistent organizational performance. Now, don't tell me you don't want that. Of course you do. We all need that. We crave it. We desperately desire that. We finished that part of the formula, and I came and I compared the two. The essence of leadership, meaning you'll always lead on those levels. Whether you're CEO or junior supervisor, you're always going to lead on those 4 levels. So please go look at the other parts of in the chair. Okay, the first 3, they're not too long. I mean, they're not 2 minutes, but they're not half hour or 15 minutes even. So today I want to go to this part of the formula, the essence of leadership to the power of real-time improvement accountability. So my question is, why the next part of the formula? Why the essence of leadership to the power of real-time improvement accountability? That's the question. And the logic is simple. The world is a real-time place. That's it. It's a VUCA world in overdrive. The other on steroids. Volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous. I know it's an old concept, but have we realized that that concept is now on steroids and in overdrive? So the world is a real-time place. It's therefore expected of you. If you want improvement, it's got to be real-time. If you want anything to improve, it's got to be real-time. So let's go then. So the next part of the formula is essence of leadership to the power of real-time improvement accountability. Very important. So what are we saying? You want to improve leadership, so you've got to do it at the essence of leadership. Don't play around with anything else, because whether you develop new competencies that you require in your organization, whether you do whatever you want, whether a new model comes your way or a great best-selling book, ultimately, all the books and all the gurus and all the wise individuals in the world are merely going to help you improve at leading self better, leading others better, leading your part of the organization better, and ultimately leading society better. Now, if you want to take leadership to that real-time level, where at any given moment you know where you stand as far as leading self is concerned or leading others, organization, society, you cannot do it without real-time feedback. In other words, if I'm going to receive real feedback once a year with a brilliant 360 degree or in any other manner, then I'm probably, if you're lucky, I'm going to develop myself or improve my leadership on those 4 levels annually. Okay. Sometimes you find that on an organizational level, the feedback on your performance of your part of the organization, your deliverables are quite real time. I find that in the mining industry, they know how much they've delivered today by way of tons. They know their safety figures. Things are fairly real time, at least daily. But on the other levels, not so much. If you in your business received monthly or annual feedback on your organization's performance, then you can only improve it authentically and accurately at that level. So let's agree that if you want to take the leadership of that essence leadership, the essence of leadership, to a real-time level, so that you can impact real-time organizational improvement, because it's linked to, as we've learned, to the essence of the organization, you've got to somehow implement real-time feedback. And if a leader knows at any given moment how I feature on leading self, leading others, leading organization, leading society, then they need to take accountability, personal accountability, to do real-time development, improvement, adjustment on those 4 levels. And that results back into the loop where my leadership is now on another level. And because I'm not waiting for my next round of feedback, I'm receiving it real time, I can actually go back to taking accountability and making sure I develop myself real time. And that's why we called a real time iterative improvement cycle. Okay. So this is what you need. That's that part of but I'm going to show you another level of this in a moment. That's what you need to do to take the formula to the next level, the essence of leadership to the power of real-time improvement, accountability. It doesn't help you give people real-time feedback, your leaders, but they don't take accountability to do real-time improvement. That's also a waste of time. So if you want, you can give yourself a rating on 10 as an organization, as a leader. Do you receive honest real-time feedback on those 4 levels? Do you take accountability? What's your rating? And do you do real-time adjusting and developing on those 4 levels? Give yourself a rating. Let's throw the formula into one page on one slide. This is where we need to go, is to realize if we're going to take the essence of leadership, the power of the essence of the organization, and add to that the essence of leadership to the power of real-time improvement, accountability, then every leader in the organization needs to realize consciously that when I develop myself on leading self better, leading others, organization, I am literally impacting those 4 universal wheels of the vehicle called the organization that's driving our purpose and our plans to market. Okay, that's previous in the chair moments. So that realization that I'm actually, while I'm on this leadership improvement journey, I'm impacting the improvement of the organization very directly. So what your organization needs is a real-time feedback mechanism where every single leader at any given moment on the day can tell you how they feature on those 4 levels. So they need a rating on each of those levels and then an overall rating of it all together. Preferably qualitative and quantitative, so that I actually have information on which to work. It's not just a rating. There are comments, anonymous comments, that tells me why I rate you low on leading others or leading society or your example out there or your part of the organization. Now taking accountability, just like your everyday performance factors, your sales figures, your production figures, just like that is visible and everyone knows exactly what mine is performing how, and they know who the leaders are. So every one of these ratings, or at least the total rating of your real-time feedback, should be on a visible leaderboard. So first, you know that you've got to work on those 4 areas. You know it requires real-time feedback because we live in a real-time world. You know that your feedback on those 4 levels and your improvement on those 4 levels impacts the organization directly. Go and look at previous in the chair moments. And now you need accountability, and we put that on a live leaderboard. I can now take that information, especially the qualitative information, and I can incorporate it into my real-time developing. Now, if the ecosystem that I'm part of has a learning platform, I can go do the EQ courses or the situational leadership courses or the delegation courses, whatever the feedback tells me. Or I can zoom more into the necessary modules on my technical level as I do my MBA. As I said in my coaching sessions, one-on-one with some coach, I can also zoom in on my feedback and even show it to my coach. So I am receiving a rating on each of those levels. I'm receiving an overall average. It's on a leaderboard behind my name. I'm working on the development, but how do people know I'm working on my development? How do people know? Ultimately, this rating must go up real time as people give me real time feedback. But you need to implement, a real time point system also on the leaderboard. So you see my name, you see my ratings, I see it, or my overall rating, and you see my points going up and you see my rating going up. So I'm rewarded via points for all my development that I implement inside the platform. And it's all recognized real time with points allocated. That's real-time stuff. Now my leadership goes to another level. I continue to receive. So anyone in the organization must be able to go to my picture and click on it and give me real-time feedback, qualitative, quantitative, on those 4 levels. And I can know at any moment where I am, and with a coach, with my leader, my manager, I can actually work on my real-time feedback. Rewarded with points on the leaderboard, off we go. That's real-time. That is the essence of leadership, to the power of the essence of the organization, plus the essence of leadership to the power of real-time improvement, accountability, will result in that real-time organizational improvement. Why? Because it's directly linked to the 4 universal wheels of any organization, any size, any industry. So I think that's the second or third, the third in the chair video or episode. So I am encouraging you. Let me stop sharing here. Please, you're in your chair. You only have so much time to make sure that you are implementing this formula, this real-time improvement formula, so that your organization can always improve and always perform. Honor your chair. Enjoy it. Be present. Respect it. Match your character with the character of the chair that it represents. And I wish you all the best in implementing this formula. I'm excited to share the rest of just interesting things I've learned as I've engaged powerful leaders, and just make sure you leave your chair behind in a better position than what you found it. Cheers, bye.